Hello everyone, I'm back on my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a stomach bacteria that I had, which is called H. pylori. I just want to tell you how I eradicated it and also what I've ate when I had it. So when I found out I had H. pylori, I just had gave birth, I believe a month or two, don't quote me, probably 3 months in after I had my son. Um, this is when the pandemic first started. It was around like March when I had my child, and then I think H. pylori started kicking in for me around April or May. Now, I started to gain weight, a lot of weight, because I had this cramping feeling in my stomach where it felt like I just needed to eat every few minutes or hours. I needed to eat, or it felt like I was starved again and again. So I would eat and eat and eat, gain weight, gain weight, gain weight, gain ton of weight. And then I started to feel like when I was driving, I used to cringe on my steering wheel. If y'all hear something in the back, it's my child. Um, I used to cringe on my steering wheel, and I used to feel like my anxiety, like nerves started to tense up, like as if my stomach was just bothering me. I didn't really notice that I was doing this, like holding on to the steering wheel so hard, until I just was like, why am I holding on to the steering wheel so hard? Because like my anxiety started to pop up. I started to feel like, why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling sad and depressed? I just had a baby, maybe because it's postpartum. So that's why I was, really didn't pay attention. I didn't know what H. pylori was. And I was just like, what is this? Um, so I started to get acid reflux prior to that, to the stomach cramping and eating and eating. And I was just like, what is going on? So I never had acid reflux until I had got H. pylori. And my acid reflux would feel like I was choking. And it felt like when I go lay down, when I wake up, it felt like my throat was closing in, like I was allergic to something every time, like just a choking sensation, like just choking feeling. And I was just like, what's going on? So I called my dad and I told him, hey, Dad, I'm having this feeling. And he said, oh, yeah, that's acid reflux. And I'm like, what is going on? And then I started to feel like I went to my doctor. I told her I was going through like, a mental phase. She tried to give me some, mental pills, Zoloft or anything like whatever it is, just for the pills. I don't really like to take medicine. So I just said, you know what? Okay, well, my doctor think I'm having postpartum, but I knew it was something more deeper than that. Then I started to have feelings like as if I had asthma. My chest started to feel like a elephant was sitting on my chest. Every time I couldn't even stand my arms like this without feeling like pain, like feeling like something like is on my shoulder, like just pain on my shoulder, all up here. It just felt like I thought I had COVID. I'm not even gonna hold you. It just felt really uncomfortable for months. A good 3 months when I found out I had H. pylori. Let's put it like that. So I went to a stomach doctor. They told me that I had a stomach bacteria called H. pylori. I've been on 5 rounds of different antibiotics because I told you guys I do not like medicine. So in order for you to eradicate it, you have to make sure that you take your antibiotics the times that they tell you to take it, because that it would fight off of the bacteria faster. I choose not to eat, so I could just take these medicine and then choose not to eat because my stomach would hurt every time. I started to lose all the weight that I've gained, and I got really, really skinny to the point it was a depression skinny. I went from 150, looked like 160, to 110 pounds, all in a few weeks. And I just felt like I was just sick. I knew I was sick because I was losing so much weight. And my parents even looked at me and was like, whoa, she lost a lot of weight very quick. And you can see it in my cheekbones. What had helped me and made me feel less like I'm going crazy, because I felt like I was the only one that was going through this. I had went on a Facebook page. It's called H. pylori, with other H. pylori, like a group, a Facebook page group with everybody else that was going through this, about the same symptoms, and how to eradicate it, and how to make sure that you're getting retested the right way. So I was told, after you take all your antibiotics, wait a month or so or longer, just in order to retest yourself, because just taking antibiotics and going to retest, you're gonna have a false negative test. So I want to tell y'all about the foods that I had took. I did take majestic gum. I only took it once, but I started to feel like I felt foggy, like a foggy feeling around me. I didn't really like it. So for breakfast, I had organic eggs. I'm gonna tell you guys, like, it was not cheap getting the food that I needed to eat, because eating healthy is expensive. Just put it out there. I went to Whole Foods for everything. I cut out white rice, bread, and if I had bread, it'll be whole wheat bread. That's to a minimum. I had organic eggs and spinach. I had sweet potatoes with cinnamon. That's when I started feeling better. I would eat the sweet potatoes, because honestly, I was just not eating nothing but crackers at first and yogurt. Um, I wouldn't eat any sugar. I'm just now eating sugar, but I would not have any sugar but brown sugar or keto sugar. Or mix my tea with manuka honey. Um, also, anything that I would have to cook my food with, which would be vegan food from the Whole Foods, that's probably like already pre-cooked, or my eggs or anything, I would only eat it with olive oil or coconut oil. For lunch, I would have an avocado salad or sandwich. Like I said, normally yogurt with cornflakes, granola. That would be my cereal bowl. I wouldn't have any milk. I was not drinking milk, because I felt like every time I drank milk, that my acid reflux would get a little worse. Um, I would have chicken avocado salad. Um, Oranges with lemon berry detox water. So I would have alkaline water with oranges, lemon, berry, lemons, like, chopped up lemons, um, oranges, and berries. I'm sorry, my son wants to come up here. Here, here. Um, and then also, hold on 1 minute. Okay, so I'm back. And then I would have like a smoothie, like a green smoothie, green, like spinach with berries, and then I'll mix it with a little bit of like water, or some type of like probiotic juice. Um, and then for dinner, I would have white chicken with yeah, like, like the grilled chicken with fish and cranberries. Sometimes brown rice, chickpea salad, soups in a can. It's best that you do make your own food and don't really like eat a lot of stuff in a can or go out to eat, because you don't really want your stomach to feel upset after that. Like I said, sweet potatoes, maybe some tea, red onion, salt and pepper, parsley, avocado, chickpeas, and mini tomato, cucumbers, fresh lemon and onions with olive oils. All of that, you can make it into an ingredient. But so I was really struggling with that H. pylori. I ain't even gonna hold you. That was something that I didn't want to wish on my worst enemy. But I just want to tell you guys, just eat good, because honestly, it was no joke for me. It felt like when I had H. pylori, and I'm pretty sure I probably had ulcers too. When I had ulcers, I used to make lettuce juice, like the lettuce, the raw vegetable lettuce. I used to put it in the blender with some water and put it in my dad's juicer, and I used to make some cabbage juice. That's what it's called, not lettuce. Cabbage. You go get some cabbages, put it in a juicer and make cabbage juice. And I tell you, it will help. Even though it burns, it helps because it's also healing those ulcers. Um, I just want you guys to know that when I drunk like juice or something like that, it used to feel like my stomach was leaking. It felt like it was holes in my stomach, like as if I had like holes, like as if they were like digging, like eating the inside of my stomach, the bacteria. And every time I would drink, I would feel like something is ringing out. I don't know. It was a really really odd feeling. That is something that I, want to watch out for. So just, I'm back to eating whatever I want to eat. No stomach hurting or anything like that. I can say I put on a few weight, a little bit of weight. But I don't know, because maybe this is my fifth kid, but I don't know. I was on all those antibiotics. After the antibiotics, and I lost all that weight. I gained all my weight back, and I started to eat again. The acid reflux did subside, and I will tell you guys about the acid reflux. Yes, I went to the stomach doctor. They gave me some acid reflux PPP pill, the Pepsid pills or whatever. It's called omeprazole, and some other thing. I don't want to butcher the name, but they gave me some some acid reflux pills. Stop, baby. They gave me some acid reflux pills, and it helped my stomach a lot. But don't always depend on that, because I've heard that it would give you pneumonia or something. I don't know. But so when I heard about that on the H. pylori Facebook page, I decided to, do my own research and just take 2 pills a day with the, what's that called? I think it's called acid reflux medicine. What is it called? Those little chewable things. I don't know right now, but yeah, I would take that, like some Pepsid or something, and take it and just and feel better. Then I started to do one omeprazole a day, and then I would lean on to my to like a Pepsid or something. But then after that, I no longer needed it anymore, because I was from taking it every day, like 3 times a day to 2 times a day to 1 times a day, really helped me gain back the acid in my stomach. And the only reason why that you might have acid reflux is because you don't really have acid in your stomach. So you just need that acid in your stomach to make sure. So that's why I was saying, like, taking that all the time is really decreasing more. I don't know. That's what I was told. So I don't want to sit here and tell you guys something, because I'm not a professional in the medical field, so that's not my place. I am not your doctor. Maybe you should go ahead and ask you guys' doctor about that. But that's just something that I saw. So, I just took off with it and ran off with it and said, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to decrease my takes of my Pepsid and my acid reflux pills. And I'm going to go from 3 times a day to 2 times a day to 1 times a day with the acid reflux over-the-counter pill. And I feel a lot better. Now, sometimes I do have acid reflux, and it's days that I just can't eat or just don't want to eat because the acid reflux is just killing me. It does come back on and off. It's not going to go away. Sometimes it do go away for some people probably, but I know for me it didn't go away. So it pops up every other once in a blue moon and tell me about it. I have my depressed days when it happens. But I learned to, work on with it. soon when my acid reflux had subsided and it went down a lot, I started to gain more weight because I started to eat more, and I felt like, wow, I can actually eat me something, to the point where I don't really eat a lot of spicy foods. If I do come across with a lot of spicy food, I'll just limit that intake amount because it's not really good for you anyway. So yeah, so I just wanted to tell you guys that. So if you guys are going through anything like H. pylori or something like that, just know that this is a temporary feeling and that you can get through it. I got through it. I thought I couldn't get through it. I went through 5 treatments of different antibiotics because I didn't like all that antibiotics. I did not like it. I tried the natural route, but honestly, I just felt like something quick and something that would subside on this bacteria, because I want to eat again and I want to feel happy. And it was messing with my mental stage that I needed that so I can feel better, because I'm a mom and I don't have time to be focused on my sickness when I have children that is dependent on me. And I always said to myself, I do not have time to worry about stress and sickness when I have children. That's something that I don't have the time for. So I had to get out of that state of mind. And even if you don't have children, just say, I have a whole life to live after this, and I need to make myself feel better. So if those for you that's out there, you'll get through this. And I know it's hard and I know it feels like you just ready to give up, but don't, because at the end of the day, you can cure your body, and you know what you can take, and you will get through it. Just know that, because I was there. I was once there, and I know sometimes some people say it does come back, and you just have to learn how to subside it again. But just keep eating healthy. Even when you start to feel 1,000% better, still eat healthy, because like I said, most people say it comes back. So probably not right away, probably years later. Probably not ever. You might be getting that lucky. But just always make sure you eat good and you take care of your body. Thank you everyone for visiting my channel, and I'll be back on, and love you guys. Mwah.